don't let sophomore slump get to you. Really was just like so done. I would come home after that class. If you're about to start your sophomore year of high school, this video is for you. First tip is try to make friends with people in different grades. When you get to your sophomore year, it feels like you're able to become friends with people in all different grades. You can try to make friends with freshmen, you can try to make friends with juniors. You're kind of in those middle years of high school where you can kind of be friends with just about anyone from different grades. So don't feel limited to just people in your grade, because I feel like as a freshman, you're kind of limited to only the people you know in your freshman class because you don't know anyone else in other grades. So you're going into your sophomore year and you already have 1 year of experience in high school. Based off of this, you want to identify what went well in your freshman year. So maybe you really enjoyed being in this club. Go ahead and continue that in your sophomore year. Maybe you took honors classes in freshman year and you felt like it was a good challenge and you were still able to succeed in those classes. Go ahead and continue those honors classes in your sophomore year as well. Or maybe start leveling up into APs. Try to go for the easier APs just to ease yourself into it, because you don't want to overload your schedule and your workload in your sophomore year. Maybe you're struggling in your honors classes and you feel like you can't really continue those. Go ahead and drop to basic classes. It's perfectly okay to identify what you're good at and what you need to work on. Here's my next tip. It's really similar to freshman tips, but get your basic PE credits done during this time. If you didn't already get it done in your freshman year, sophomore year is a perfect time to finish it all up. A lot of school districts are different with their requirements, but I feel like most schools require 1 full year of PE credits. So that could be 2 semesters of a PE class. Maybe you got half a credit done in freshman year, get the other half done in your sophomore year. It's going to be so much easier if you just have your PE credits done and out of the way, because you won't have to worry about it when you're a junior and when you're a senior. I think when it comes to schedules, if you feel like you're doing pretty good and you've gotten all A's in your freshman class and you're just feeling really confident, I definitely would recommend that you take one challenging class. It kind of gives you something to, I guess, build off of and have something to challenge yourself with during this year. Maybe you're wanting to take APs in your junior year and you just wanted to stick with basic classes and then jump to the APs. I definitely recommend taking an honors class to help you ease into that rigorous course. It's going to help you figure out how a rigorous class is going to look, and it's just going to ease you into that AP course if you're looking into that in your future years of high school. So maybe take 1 to 2 honors classes, maybe do 1 basic AP class, just something to help you get an idea of what a harder AP class would look like, especially if you're wanting to take some of those classes in your junior and senior years of high school. Okay, here's my next one. Build good habits for junior year. Sophomore year is the perfect time to reflect back on freshman year, see what went well, see what you could work on, and build something that could help you in your future years when you move on to being a junior and a senior in high school. This could be finding a way to get your work done. So making sure you have a good scheduling strategy, making sure that you have a system that works for you in order for you to get your work done on time and not have to worry about procrastination. Yeah, again, sophomore year is that year to establish that strong foundation. So in your sophomore year, obviously, I feel like it's pretty easy to start worrying about junior year, and especially because a lot of people like to kind of scare you with how junior year is. But in this year, definitely don't over worry. Don't start stressing about college, don't start stressing about SAT. But in this year, you're going to take PSATs as well as your freshman year. But I would definitely start getting familiar with how the PSAT works. You don't really have to really get into that studying for the SAT, but just get familiar with how it works. And for my next one, attendance matters. I know sometimes it feels like there's classes where you don't really need to show up. You can just like watch the videos that they have and just go from there. But attending these classes will matter. If you're able to consistently show up to class every day or most days, it's really going to show in your work. It's really going to show in how motivated you are. It's really going to build that good habit for junior year. Okay, and next up, I want to talk about teachers. In your sophomore year, you're open to more teachers, you're open to more teaching styles. You're probably going to run into a teacher that is a great person, but not the best teacher. I've had multiple teachers in my sophomore and junior year where they kind of just had like notes on the slideshow and then they just kind of showed it on there. and then they would just have you like write down the notes, and then you do like an assignment or two, and then they wouldn't really guide you through it. Then you take the test and you did horrible on it because you didn't really engage in that class, because the teacher didn't teach in a way where you were able to really comprehend what was going on and what was happening in the unit. Sometimes in these classes, it's all about the mindset. I've shared classes with friends where they've gotten a test back and they didn't do the best, and they're automatically like, oh, I'm not gonna do well in this class. The best I'll ever get is probably a C in this class. I'm just going to have to accept it. That is not how you think. Even though you probably can't switch teachers, you probably can't change your teaching style, it is up to you, and you have that power to make sure you succeed. Identify those classes that you struggle in. Identify those classes where the teaching style is not great. Find ways to get help from the teacher directly, because sometimes asking them one-on-one directly is going to help you actually understand the content better. Or you can also put in outside class time to work on that class. Honors Chem class, I knew that this class was going to be challenging. I knew the teaching style of the teacher wasn't really going to help me, so I put in the outside class time. I would come home after that class, I would watch a YouTube video on how to actually do it. I would work through it. I would put in the time to really get that practice in, to really make sure that I succeeded. So if you feel like you can't learn something because of the teacher, it is up to you to make sure that you succeed in that class. If you're willing to put in that outside time into a class, if you're willing to identify your weakness, and if you're really able to adapt and adjust to it, then you can find success. And that happened to me in my sophomore year. It was a good skill and a good habit for me, and that helped me a ton in my junior year. I want to talk about sophomore slump. I feel like sophomore year is irrelevant. When you're a freshman, obviously you're getting used to the system, you're brand new, there's teachers helping you understand high school and all that stuff, and you have your junior year where you have things to work for, like the SAT, you have colleges to start looking at, you have things to work for, things to accomplish. When you're a sophomore, it's easy to stop caring. It's easy to kind of give up. It's easy to kind of let go of those study habits because it just feels irrelevant. So my tip for this, find a system that will help you get your work done. Make it hard to stop caring, because eventually you're going to have to get back into that study grind when you're a junior. So really try not to let sophomore slump get to you. This happened to me. It was like winter break of my sophomore year, and I really was just like so done with school and everything. I was like, just make me a junior already. But I was really able to just focus and to just keep going, keep showing up to classes, keep getting those good grades, because I knew it would matter in my junior year. And that is basically all my sophomore tips.